Arrival of doom. The sky over Metropolis turned an unnatural shade of green, like poison had seeped into the clouds. People froze on the streets, staring upward in disbelief. A jagged bolt of energy split the heavens, sending tremors down every street, rattling windows and car alarms alike. Within seconds, a deafening roar filled the city, a sound no human had ever heard. Massive shapes appeared above the skyline. Alien ships, dark as obsidian and taller than skyscrapers, hovered menacingly. Their surfaces shimmered with strange, pulsating lights, reflecting off the shattered glass of terrified civilians below. A sense of dread gripped the city. Metropolis, the symbol of human resilience, was facing an invader unlike anything before. Inside the largest mothership, a figure of unimaginable presence surveyed Earth. His name was Zavok, the alien leader. Standing over 10 feet tall, armored in dark, crystalline plating, his eyes glowed red like twin suns of wrath. Every movement he made seemed to shift the gravity in the room. "This planet will kneel," he spoke in a voice that reverberated in the minds of all humans within miles. "And if it refuses, it will burn." Zavok's army of soldiers poured from the mothership's underbelly, dropping to the streets with mechanical precision. They moved like predators, each step cracking the asphalt beneath their feet. People screamed as alien war machines flattened cars, toppled lampposts, and shattered the calm of the city in seconds. Panic erupted. Sirens screamed. Families ran blindly, hoping to find shelter, while the aliens advanced relentlessly, seemingly unstoppable. High above the chaos, a streak of red and blue shot across the sky. Superman had arrived. He hovered over the city, scanning the carnage with eyes that glowed with heat vision. His heart sank at the scale of the destruction, but there was no time to mourn. Every second counted. With a single, decisive dive, he intercepted a squad of alien soldiers attacking a school, smashing them mid-air with bone-shaking punches. Yet, for every soldier he threw aside, 2 more appeared. The alien technology was unlike anything he had faced. Force fields rippled around their weapons, absorbing blows that would normally obliterate them. And then came the sound that froze him. The mothership itself lowering its weapons, massive energy cannons locking onto the city center. Superman's jaw tightened. He accelerated toward the ship, breaking the sound barrier in a flash of light. Buildings blurred beneath him, streets twisting in his wake. Civilians stared in awe and terror as their protector approached, his cape slicing the air. Suddenly, a shockwave erupted from the mothership, hurling Superman backward. He crashed through a building's side, rubble raining down around him. Dazed but undeterred, he forced himself up, scanning for the source. Zavok's voice pierced his mind, not spoken, but imprinted directly into his consciousness. "Kryptonian," the alien intoned. "Your defiance ends today. Humanity's protector is powerless against me." Superman clenched his fists. Powerless? Never. He surged forward again, determined to confront the alien menace directly. Below him, the city burned, flames licking skyscrapers. People continued to flee, screaming in unison as if the world itself was breaking apart. The first chapter ends with Superman flying straight toward the mothership, energy crackling around him. The alien army prepares to intercept, and Zavok stands above it all, unshaken, confident, and merciless. The city holds its collective breath, knowing that the fate of Earth hangs in the balance. Cliffhanger. As Superman closes in, the alien leader's shadow looms large, and an unknown weapon hums to life within the ship, a device capable of turning the tide against even the Man of Steel. Clash of Titans. The streets of Metropolis were unrecognizable. Buildings lay in ruins, smoke billowing from shattered skyscrapers, and fires reflected the chaos in the puddles on the cracked asphalt. Sirens screamed, people screamed, and above it all, the sky still glowed an unnatural green, casting an ominous light over the battlefield. Superman soared above the city, scanning for the alien forces. Dozens of ships patrolled the skies, and on the ground, armored alien soldiers marched with unrelenting precision. Each step made the ground tremble. This wasn't just an invasion, it was a war engineered to crush humanity before it could even resist. Then, from the largest mothership, a figure emerged. Zavok. His armor glistened like black obsidian, reflecting the fires below. He was taller than any human, his presence exuding power, intellect, and menace. In his hand, a weapon unlike any Earth had seen, a staff that pulsed with energy, crackling with destructive force. Kryptonian, Zavok's voice boomed, both in the air and directly into Superman's mind. You are far from home, and far from victory. Without hesitation, Superman dove at him, faster than a meteor, breaking through the alien defenses with supersonic speed. The impact shook the city, sending shockwaves down the streets and rattling skyscrapers. Superman's fist collided with Zavok's staff, a burst of energy throwing both combatants backward. The fight escalated rapidly. Every punch, every kick, sent shockwaves that shattered nearby buildings. Alien soldiers joined in, firing plasma blasts that Superman deflected with precision, dodging at superhuman speed. Yet, no matter how many he defeated, more appeared, replacing their fallen comrades with relentless determination. Zavok was not only physically strong, he was cunning. Every time Superman gained the upper hand, the alien leader adapted. He unleashed a surge of energy from his staff, creating a massive shockwave that sent Superman crashing into a skyscraper. The building crumbled under the force, steel beams twisting like paper. Superman struggled to rise, feeling the energy drained from his body. He had fought countless foes before, but nothing like this. Zavok's weapon seemed to leech his solar-powered strength, weakening him with every strike. "This is your end," Zavok taunted, hovering above him as if gravity itself bowed to his command. But Superman was not defeated, not yet. Memories of humanity flashed before his eyes. Children laughing in playgrounds, families sharing meals, people relying on him to protect them. The thought of failing them ignited a spark of determination deep within him. With a roar, he launched into a daring maneuver, dodging Zavok's blast and striking a nearby alien ship. Explosions erupted, debris raining down, but his focus remained on the alien leader. The battle spilled into the skies above the city. Energy blasts collided mid-air, creating a storm of light and debris. The ground shook beneath civilians, who watched in awe and terror. Superman's flight patterns were calculated. He was fast, but Zavok was faster. Every punch Superman threw was counted. Every strategy met with lethal precision. Just when hope seemed fleeting, Superman saw a vulnerability. Zavok's staff glowed intensely, powered by an unstable core. If he could destroy it, he could tip the scales. Superman's eyes glowed, heat vision charging. With a final, desperate burst of speed, he targeted the core, shattering it with a beam of pure solar energy. Zavok staggered, his armor cracked, his power waning. But he was far from finished. With a primal scream, he summoned the alien army for a full-force counterattack. The city trembled as hundreds of soldiers lunged toward Superman, surrounding him in a sea of armored bodies. Cliffhanger, exhausted but unbroken, Superman prepares for the final confrontation. The alien leader is wounded but alive, and the army is closing in. The fate of Metropolis and Earth itself hangs in the balance as a massive energy surge begins to emanate from Zavok's body, threatening total annihilation. Sacrifice and strategy. The streets of Metropolis were a war-torn wasteland. Smoke spiraled into the sky, fires consumed buildings, and the cries of terrified citizens echoed through the ruined cityscape. Superman hovered above, battered and weakened from his battle with Zavok. His solar-powered strength had been sapped by the alien leader's devastating weaponry, and every movement felt heavier than the last. He had to think. Brute force alone would not win this war. Every strike he had thrown had been met with precision. Every tactic counted. Zavok was not just powerful, he was intelligent, calculating, a predator who anticipated Superman's moves. To defeat him, Superman needed strategy, cunning, and the courage to make sacrifices. Below him, the alien army advanced relentlessly. Soldiers marched through rubble, their glowing red eyes scanning for any remaining resistance. Machines with terrifying firepower rumbled across the streets, flattening everything in their path. Civilians scrambled desperately for safety, their fear palpable. Yet, amidst the chaos, small pockets of resistance formed. Citizens, armed with whatever they could find, pipes, wreckage, improvised weapons, fought back, buying Superman crucial moments. Superman's mind raced. He scanned the battlefield, analyzing the alien technology and the terrain. Then he saw it, a series of power conduits running along the streets, feeding energy to the alien forces. If he could disable them, it would cripple the army's coordination and give him the advantage he desperately needed. With a surge of effort, Superman dove toward the conduits, dodging blasts and collapsing debris. He shattered the first conduit with a precision strike, sending sparks and energy surges through the enemy ranks. Confusion erupted among the aliens. Soldiers faltered, machines staggered, and the first signs of disarray appeared. But Zavok was watching. From above, he unleashed a devastating wave of energy, throwing Superman into the remains of a skyscraper. Steel beams twisted around him as rubble collapsed, yet he forced himself upright. Pain shot through his body, but he could not relent. The city's survival, and the survival of humanity, depended on him. Superman began to execute a risky plan. Using his knowledge of alien technology, he lured Zavok into a trap, guiding him toward the shattered heart of the city where the energy conduits could be manipulated. The alien leader, overconfident and arrogant, fell for the bait, descending into the trap with all his forces. Explosions erupted as Superman triggered the conduits. Energy cascaded through the alien ranks, disabling machines, short-circuiting weapons, and stunning soldiers. Zavok roared in fury as his army faltered, but he remained defiant, his glowing red eyes locking onto Superman with hatred. Superman knew what he had to do next. To end this war, he would need to confront Zavok directly, in the heart of the chaos, risking everything. With one final glance at the civilians who had fought to survive, he soared toward the alien leader, every fiber of his being burned with determination and the weight of responsibility. Cliffhanger. As Superman reaches Zavok, a massive surge of alien energy erupts from the mothership, engulfing the city in a blinding light. The alien leader laughs, confident that he has one final advantage, and Superman braces himself for the ultimate confrontation that will decide Earth's fate. Earth's last stand. The city of Metropolis lay in ruins. Fires raged, buildings smoldered, and ash fell like snow across the shattered streets. The once bustling Metropolis had become a battlefield, scarred by the relentless assault of Zavok and his alien forces. Superman hovered above, his cape tattered, eyes glowing with determination. Every fiber of his being screamed with exhaustion, but he could not rest, not while Earth's fate hung in the balance. Zavok emerged from the wreckage of his mothership, towering and menacing. His armor, now cracked and smoking, still glimmered with a deadly energy. The alien leader's eyes blazed red, and his voice echoed with unyielding arrogance. Kryptonian, you have fought well, but this world will fall. Your strength cannot match my final power. Superman clenched his fists. The city, its people, the lives he had sworn to protect, all depended on this moment. He flew downward, meeting Zavok mid-air as energy cascaded around them. The alien leader unleashed a massive energy blast, sending shockwaves that shattered nearby buildings. Superman dodged with superhuman speed, retaliating with a flurry of punches that rocked Zavok to his core. The battle raged through the city, a cataclysmic storm of power and destruction. Alien soldiers poured into the streets, but Superman's every move disrupted their ranks. He smashed through armored units, deflecting plasma blasts, and using the city's ruined infrastructure to his advantage. Yet Zavok was relentless, countering with energy waves, crushing blows, and cunning strategies that threatened to overwhelm him. Superman realized brute strength alone would not win this fight. He needed a decisive strike, a way to end the war without letting Earth crumble beneath him. Focusing all his remaining solar energy, he gathered a blinding sphere of power in his hands, its light cutting through the smoke and shadows of the battlefield. Zavok's eyes widened as he sensed the surge of energy. "You dare!" he roared, but it was too late. Superman hurled the sphere with precision, striking Zavok directly. The impact sent shockwaves across the city, energy crackling and illuminating the sky with blinding brilliance. Zavok screamed, his armor cracking, his power unraveling as the energy consumed him. The alien army faltered without their leader. Confusion spread like wildfire, soldiers scattering and machines collapsing. Superman, weakened but unbroken, surveyed the battlefield. The city was devastated, but humanity had survived. People emerged from hiding, eyes wide in awe and relief, witnessing the hero who had saved them against impossible odds. Amid the wreckage, Superman descended to the ground. Flames and smoke swirled around him, debris littering the streets. He lifted a fallen child from the rubble, holding the child close. For a brief moment, the chaos faded, replaced by the quiet courage of survival. Around him, humans began helping each other, rebuilding and standing together, an unbroken spirit that even the most powerful alien could not destroy. Yet the victory came at a cost. Superman's body was battered, his energy depleted, and the city bore the scars of war. Still, he had made the choice to protect Earth, even when the stakes seemed insurmountable. The lesson was clear. True power was not just in strength, but in courage, strategy, and the willingness to sacrifice. Epilogue or post-credits tease. As Superman watched the horizon, a faint signal appeared in the sky. A ripple of light, mysterious and foreboding. A whisper of something greater, something that had not yet been revealed. Earth had survived, but the universe was vast, and threats far beyond comprehension were still out there. Superman's gaze hardened, ready for the next challenge. Final notes. The battle was over, the alien leader defeated, and humanity had endured. But the story left viewers with a sense of awe, relief, and anticipation. The hero had triumphed, yet the universe remained unpredictable, hinting at future adventures and keeping audiences eager for more.